Hello out there. It's a beautiful day. Well, it's a good day. When life is bad, you don't feel like it's a beautiful day. So I won't try to give you a bunch of mumbo jumbo. But I'm thankful. I walked on the beach today. It was 85 degrees Fahrenheit, sunny, gorgeous day in Florida. I live full time in Florida. I used to live in New Jersey. And why I moved to Florida was for the lifestyle, the outdoor lifestyle that the all year round tropical weather. Florida is on average the hottest state in America. I moved here for the lifestyle of being outdoors, of being surrounded by beautiful beaches and engaging life. You know, you may know people in Florida that are drug addicts and that are in bad neighborhoods, because there's plenty of bad neighborhoods in Florida, just like every other state. And they're not on the beach enjoying the outdoors or engaging life and being healthy and being active. They're at the trap house. You know what I mean? They're robbing Walgreens. Um, they're doing bad things. So how can that be? Two people are in the same state but doing different things because they live different lifestyles. I live an active, healthy, positive lifestyle. They may be caught up in a different lifestyle. Believe me, I've been through enough in life where I've been caught in different lifestyles. I've been obese. I totally let myself go. You can be in Florida and be a fat cow. Why? Because all you do is watch TV. All you do is watch movies. You don't get outside. The state won't determine your lifestyle. There used to be a TV show called Lifestyle of the Rich and Famous. And it was about wealthy people and how they chose to live with the resources of their money. And it showed extravagant houses and, private yachts and all these different things. And that's a way to live, but there are wealthy people that, you know, live a relatively simple life. I mean, you can have money and live a simple life. Two people can be almost in the same position, but they can live a totally different life because of the lifestyle they choose to live. And a lifestyle is a sum of your habits. It's a sum of what your mind is focused on how you want to live, who you want to surround yourself with, and what you're determined to do with your life. Why don't I cheat on the holidays? Why don't I go out and have a turkey with stuffings? Why don't I eat fried chicken once in a while? I used to love fried chicken. Why don't I have a cheat day? I used to have a cheat day on Sundays. I used to eat whatever I wanted. Because what I found is it counteracts the lifestyle I want to live. Losing 200 pounds, what I found out is eventually I had to eliminate the cheat days. And I had to build a sustainable lifestyle based around eating healthy and a plant-based diet. Because I wasn't trying to lose weight to be a certain weight or to look a certain way. I mean, all that's positive. You want to look good. You want to be, within a weight range of a healthy body. But I got into this because I wanted a lifestyle of being healthy and feeling good and feeling alive, because I know how hard life is. And so, my target wasn't to get on the scale at Weight Watchers and have some other semi-overweight lady tell me, oh, great job. No, I got in this lifestyle because I wanted to be able to have the physical ability to walk. I got so heavy it was hard to tie my shoe. It was hard to wipe my ass. And I knew as I get older, that was only going to get worse. I was in my 30s, so I say it's time to change that up. I came down to Florida, look at this right now, to see those palm trees, okay? So some people in Florida, they're in agricultural land. They're in the middle of Florida. And ain't no palm trees. There's just open country land with cattle. A lot of cattle farms down here in Florida. Is there anything wrong with that? No. But what lifestyle do you want to live? You have to really think about the lifestyle you want to live. And then you have to build your life around it. And you have to create habits. And you have to create a way to sustain that lifestyle so that you can live your best life. After the holidays, this day after Thanksgiving, a lot of people want to get their life together, but they're trying to do it, whether it's through a diet or through cutting someone. your life changes when you get serious that it's not a temporary thing. You know, a plant-based diet or being in Florida, for me it's being in Florida is not about going to Disneyland. It's about the outdoor lifestyle 365 24/7. You know, for me, losing weight and being healthy is not about on the biggest where I got some military guy like trying to whip fat people into shape. It's not about that for me. For me, it's about being my best self, living my best life. It's about all 365, 24/7. This is how I want to live. Not how I'm forcing myself to live so I can fit in some clothes to impress someone else who I ain't even going to like in 10 years. In life, whatever type of goal that you have, if it's a real goal, it's something you want to build a lifestyle around. And lifestyle choices are very different than fad choices, than popular tourist choices, than diet choices. Lifestyles are built around this is who you are. This is who you want to be every day, 365, 24/7. Every day, 365, 24/7, I want to wear no underwear. That's not like a gimmick slogan t-shirt. That's my lifestyle. I'm wearing any underwear right now. You understand what I'm saying? This is it. Some people can't understand that. Do I care? No. Why? Because I'm building a lifestyle based on doing me. That's what my circle says, be you. It's got to go back to that too. Because the lifestyle of the rich and famous, a lot of that was like, look, who can impress someone the most? And you will lose yourself in life when your lifestyle is based on impressing other people because you have the best car, the best home decor, the hottest girlfriend, the tallest boyfriend, nice ass, the kid who's got, you have to build your life around being yourself. Every divorce always ends with one thing: I lost myself. I lost myself. If your lifestyle causes you to lose yourself, it's not the lifestyle for you. Your lifestyle should bring out yourself. Because your lifestyle should be built around you being your unique, great self. Saying that you don't wear underwear, saying that capitalism may be a little bit crooked, and whoever doesn't like that, they got to go. They got to go, because your lifestyle cannot be built around people that don't get you. That's how you get in trouble. That's how you start leasing cars. That's how you start, dating certain people. Not because really that's who you are. That's what society, or that's what you've determined through peer pressure that you want to be, a lifestyle. How do you start smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol? Peer pressure from your older friends. They built a lifestyle. A man from Texas saying he was drinking liquor because he's a Texan. That was nothing but corporations who sold him cowboys drinking whiskey on the back of their horseback, and that's a man's man. But you could be a man's man drinking a fruity smoothie down in Key West with shorts on, skipping. But because corporations sold him that a real Texan, a real man, drinks alcohol, he's not into corporations, but he don't understand. He's been deceived. He was deceived by his friends when they told him you're cool if you smoke cigarettes and drink alcohol. Even though you almost threw up when you took a sip of beer, even though you almost coughed up a lung when you first pulled on your cigarette, you were brainwashed by your friends, and your friends were brainwashed by somebody else. And that cycle continued. And so if you wake up in your late 20s, in your 30s, in your 40s or 60s, if you wake up and you say, look, the lifestyle I built was around what someone else wanted me to be, smack the shit out of yourself and get going to the right lifestyle. If you wake up in the middle of December and you're in Jersey freezing your balls off, you better get down to Florida and build a lifestyle that you're supposed to live. You got to build your life. You don't build your life around because your parents want you to live around them so they can see the grandkids. Look, They had kids. If you have a child, you don't have a child so they can spend their entire life serving you. You have a child from 0 to 18. It's your responsibility to take care of them. After that, it's their choice to live how they want. And they don't ever have to see you again. Because that's what having a child is. Having a child is not having an indentured servant. Many people don't like that. Many people think if you have a child, they have to serve you until the day they die. Not true. You have to serve them till they're 18, and then they get to choose what they want to do. Build a lifestyle around who you are. And whoever can't get on board, you got to love them, but you got to let them go. And you got to start doing you. And that's my opening topic. All right, now I got to drink some magical Starbucks ice water. I'm back at Starbucks. Yes. Starbucks was closed early last night. You guys think like I'm out here. Somebody keeps saying like I'm a man of leisure. What? I'm making sacrifices. Last night, Starbucks was closed early. I was at Wawa. That's not easy for me. You understand what I'm saying? Make a lot of sacrifices. A lot. You guys don't understand. Praise the Lord. That's all right. Let's roll down those. What temperature is it now? It's about 76 degrees Fahrenheit. It's probably a disaster wherever everyone else is, but it's love and respect. Let's see what the live comment says. Marcia, hey, we're in Florida, South Florida. I'm not going to say where or why. I don't want you to come to my campground at night saying, Sam, I got some questions about living in a car. I'm trying to watch some free porn. You're knocking on my door. Get the hell out of here. But I love you. Thank you for joining. Chad, let's get it. Are we getting tonight? More money. Hey, Sam, what's up? It's been a while since I watched your live feeds. Well, love and respect. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. And I hope you're doing well. Marcia, different cultures. Oh, yeah, different cultures, different people. Sometimes two people brought up in the same culture can be totally different. Sometimes you get a Cain and you get an Abel. You get two siblings who were brought up in the same house with the same parents, went to the same school systems, but they lived two different lives. I saw that in my own family. So culture doesn't determine who you are. You determine who you are. Never forget that, okay? Good job. Tony. Really, Sam? I didn't know that. Always figured Hawaii. No, Hawaii's not. I believe. Well, I know you can Google it. Florida has the hottest temperatures on average for all year round living, and I believe Arizona is the sunniest state on average in the United States of America. Even though they call Florida the sunshine state, I believe Arizona has the most percentage sunshine, but Florida has the warmest average temps all year round. That's why I'm in Florida. That's why I love California. Love and respect everyone out in Cali right now. But it's not, I think it was like, I don't know what it was, like 70 degrees maybe in Florida, in California today. It was 85, 87 and sunny. I got to be in a hot tropical Florida. Good job. Marcy. Yep, lots of trap houses. Oh, you already know what it is. Cheesy, howdy. Cheesy, hey, what's going on, brother? It's magical in Florida, Cheesy. We live in a dream, man. Forgive me if I say the name wrong. I'm just gonna say Queen because that's the last name. Trap houses are bad places. Yeah. Hey, look. So are suburban houses that are abusing prescription drugs or anything else. I mean, look. It doesn't matter if it's a trap house or if it's a suburban house. You know what I mean? Believe me, there's plenty of people in a middle class community right now that are on their third drink of whiskey or a third drink of brown juice, and I'm not talking about like, you know what I mean, like when I say brown juice, I'm talking about brown juice. Disaster. But what should you do? Whatever you want, as long as you're not hurting anyone. Whatever lifestyle you want to live, do you. Free to be me. Let's build, Sam. Oh, we building at the table tonight, guys. We're building there tonight. Shout out to everyone. When I went down to Miami with all my friends for a bachelor party, we went to Smith & Whiskey Steakhouse, and we were building at the table. That was a magical moment. Love and respect. Queen says hello. Hello to you, Queen. Love and respect. More money. Are you back in Florida or you still live in Jersey? No, I left Jersey for good. I think in the middle of this summer. I mean, I went back and forth for the past 2 years, but I finally got a remote position with my job. I transferred in May, and I think in the middle of like the summer, I came full-time down. I went back once to visit my mom. I will go back periodically to visit my mom, but I'm a Floridian now. Jersey's done. I'll go back to Jersey to visit my mom, but other than that, done. Tony. It was with my man, Robin Leach. Great show. Yeah, he had a good voice, man. I'm not mad at him. Look, you got to use your gift and you got to capitalize off it. Why? We're in a capitalist society. That's what you got to do. You got to find out what you do good and then you got to capitalize off it. It's a disaster, but that's true. Queen says, I remember that show. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. The One Minds. Sam, do you have a lisp? I don't think I have a lisp, but I did when I was young. I had trouble speaking S's, and I remember they put me in speech class. And she tried to help, but at the end of the day, I embraced my lisp, whatever it is, because believe me, there's plenty of people that talk proper, like health problems, eat everything else. I just embrace who I am. And if people don't like understand it or they want me to talk more proper, then they should go watch something else. Because believe me, you're about to watch a guy who lives out of his car with no underwear and has a lisp. And if you don't like that, well, guess what? Go watch something else. God bless. Tony, Sam, I have a friend who has a llama farm. Those are pretty cute. Pulling in bank. I'm not mad at him. He's capitalizing off those llamas. I've got a goat. It's warm as hell. Oh, a coat. It's warm as hell. You wearing a coat? I'm never wearing a coat again. I threw out all my coats. I got one bag with a couple shirts, basketball shorts, and a couple pair of socks. I got one or two pair of underwear left, just in case, God forbid, I really gotta wear a suit or something again if I gotta do something, magical. But at the end of the day, it's a disaster. Marcia, nice, thank you. Ice thesis. My friend posted on Instagram him with a dead deer gloating. Oh, complete disgrace. About killing it. Yeah, he's a man. Yeah, he was brainwashed by his father or his culture that you're a man if you kill a defenseless deer. Huh, yeah, you're a real tough guy going out there with camouflage on to kill a defenseless deer. Yeah, why don't you go sign up for the army, all right? And why don't you go volunteer on the front line if you're a real man's man, okay? And never come back. Okay, just like Donald Trump, like you're a real man's man, then why'd you dodge the draft? If you're a real man's man, why are you dressing up in camouflage, a grown-ass man, and going to hunt defenseless deer when you have plentiful food everywhere and you shouldn't be eating meat? There's plant-based diet, but it's brainwashed, just like you were brainwashed that you're a tough guy if you drink whiskey and ride a cowboy. Total disgrace. That's negativity in my mind. Yeah. Look, we're evolved past that. Okay, in my opinion, people should do what they want. You want to hunt deer? Do you. I just talked to a girl in Starbucks. Now, there's farms out here in Florida, and she said, I killed a deer. I said, well, you telling the wrong guy. I said, I'm a vegetarian. And she goes, well, I'm a semi-vegetarian. I said, well, and I know what she is because, and I showed her love, but it's her family comes from that culture of farming and everything else. And I said, look, you got to do you. I said, but I don't co-sign it. I mean, because look, I came from a certain culture. I could have did certain things, but I chose not to. Why? You don't just accept it because it's your culture. You got to, do you. You got to build your own lifestyle. You understand? You got to stop trying to be like, a hunting guy. You got to build your own lifestyle. Free to be me. Lose yourself. So-called friends. Yeah, friends? You'd be lucky if you find one or two in this world. Good job. Gleno. Greeting, Fort Worth, Texas. Love and respect, my brother Glenn. Good to see you, man. My brother Glenn loves dogs, and I like that guy. But dogs are a lot of work. But if you're in a season of life where you love dogs, I saw a boxer today. I love boxer dogs. That's the type of dog I had, a boxer. Great dogs, great temperament. Okay? Good job. Joey Rod, what's up, man? Hey, man. Who cares about impressing anyone? Well, when you're young, that's what happens. Anyway, nobody impresses me. I'm not mad at you. You shouldn't be impressed by anybody. Good job. Ice thesis. How often do you go to the laundromat? I used to go once a week. I've been averaging now once every other week. I actually have to go. I got to wash some socks. In the summer, I go once a week because in the summer, I'm changing out clothes like twice a day because I'm sweating my ass off down here in Florida. But in the winter, probably about once every 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. Let I know. I found Mel Robbins. She is awesome. And she has helped me a lot today. I'm not mad at that. Anything that helps you go forward, I'm not mad at that. Queen says, I don't care about impressing anybody. I'm living for me. There you go. You've probably been hurt badly. I understand that. And if they don't like it, I don't care. Tough luck. Queen, keep doing you. I'm not mad at you. Luke. What's up, my brother? Sam, giving you a big Black Friday. What's up? Those are magical frog emojis. Good job. I like those frog emojis. Good job, Luke. Hope you're doing good, brother. I like those frogs. Gleno. This video, Mel Robbins. You pumping her hard. I'm not mad at that. I'm glad it helped you. Good job. Mel, good evening, Sam. Are there inventions, products, or services out there you thought of before they were out? Would you consider living in a treehouse? No. The only thing I've thought about inventing, I haven't thought about anything. I don't even want, and I haven't thought about, definitely anything about living in a treehouse, but love and respect anybody who has. Ice thesis. Since I've lived in Baltimore and want to eventually move to Florida, how do I go about securing a job there? look on Indeed.com and what industry are you in, what job experience do you have, and then look in that field. A lot of my friends will be upset, maybe spiteful, but I have to get the hell out. Well, what's your current job? What's the field you're in? What's the field you want to be? Then you go to Indeed.com. That's the number one job website online, and you start and you search, like if you were in an electrical field, you that's the subject, and then title is the area, and then you just look and you start applying. And then you look at Glassdoor.com, you look at LinkedIn, but like I always say, look, if you can't get anything, I'm out of work delivering pizza. I mean, do whatever you have to do, but you have to have an aim, you have to have a focus. It took me 2 years. If you look up back in my videos, it took me 2 years to get to Florida. So, you may have to wait. But what do you do while you wait? You work. Like I didn't go in Jersey. I didn't stay in Jersey and say, well, I'm not going to work until I get to Florida. No, I was working, living in my car, freezing my ass off. Good job, Luke, my brother. I love that you're going with the t-shirt. Well, I don't think I am. That was kind of like just a joke. Shout out to my guy. My opinions inspired me to do that. And Tang, I'll probably make a grip off it, but it's too much aggravation. I ain't doing that. Maybe, probably not. With your saving, I'm definitely going to rock one, man. Yeah, they'll probably sell out, man. Show us some rough examples of how it's looking. Yeah, see, it's too much work. I probably ain't going to do it. I may look into it, but it was more or less just like a fun thing. Thank you, though, Tony. Preach, Sam. Some people are always trying to get rich, friends to appease them sense of wealth. When those are the people who don't care about you, who monetary advice will bankrupt you. Yeah, look, and poor people can be assholes too. Believe me. I've known poor people that are complete assholes, and I know rich people that are complete assholes. I know rich people that are great men and women. I know poor people, great men and women. Bottom line is, you got to take everyone by individual. But the bottom line is, you have to build a lifestyle based on what you want to do with your life, not what somebody else wants you to do with your life. You understand what I'm saying? Like, some people want me to be something else. They want me to be a guy who lives in his car, who talks like Joel Osteen, or who's like Bob Wells. That's not me. I respect those guys. They should do them. I'm me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, some people say, Sam, I love you so much, but I just wish you wouldn't curse. I wish you wouldn't talk about porn, and I wish you wouldn't talk about not having underwear on. Well, that's who I am. What do you want me to do? You want me to not be me? I do that? That's crazy. I'm not going to tap dance for you. I did that life. Not going to happen, all right? So if you don't like it, go watch something else. Good job. Queen, I do me every day. Good job. If they don't like it, oh well. Queen, that's what I'm talking about. 100 emoji to you, Tom. Greetings from Moab, Utah. I got, good job. I got Moab, things on the Jeep Renegade. They did a lot of things, like, around the Moab. I guess there's, like, what do they call it? Like a trail, like a outdoors things. Love and respect to Utah. I'll probably never go, but I heard it is beautiful, but too cold for me. Luke, it's Black Friday Bandits out there. That's all right. I was out in some stores today to pick up some health bars in Target. It wasn't that bad. Most people shop online now. People are still hyping it up, but the season of society where people went into stores on Black Friday, it's over. Like, people are still talking about it because, like, they've been conditioned over it the past, but that's over. Now it's Cyber Monday. Those rushes are online, not on the street. It's not out there anymore. So don't let people tell you that Black Friday madness, it's over. That time period's past. We're in a technology era. We're in the technology era now. Everything's done online. The mass herds are online. They got YouTube open on one window, and they got Amazon.com open on the other, and they got the porn on the third window. They got like 3 different windows open on their laptop, and the last thing they're doing is thinking about getting their big ass up and going to Target. They ain't going to Target. You know what I mean? They got Dookie Stain underwears, and they're ordering like more underwears online in every color. They ain't going to Target. Good job. Karaoke Nights group, former singer. What was that? All right, good job. Bob, Sam, have you ever lived with crazy roommates? No. I would live in my car, literally, before I ever have to live with roommates. No, I don't want to live with people. I always knew that about myself. I never wanted to do that. Queen, I'm coloring. Good. I told you, I like to color with colored pencils, not crayons, but I'm not mad if you do crayons. Ice Jesus. Watch a Nomad setup in a Toyota Prius, and it was made way too complicated, I think you're about to say. Might as well have an apartment, some of these Nomads. Oh, yeah, some of these Nomads, they mind F the whole experience. Like, they build solar, they build shelves. That's what they want to do, though. Again, they should do them. I think it's a show. Just like I think Thanksgiving's a show. You wear a nice outfit, you don't really get in shape. You wear black and you think you're getting in shape. Like, that's a big trip. A lot of the big girls, like, just because you wear black don't mean you look skinny. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I know that, but it's not true. So what I can tell you is, it's a disaster out there. Okay, good job. Queen, people do drugs in trap houses. Yep, I know. And some people do drugs in suburban houses. That's true. Prescription drugs or alcohol. Antonio, yo, what's up, man? Antonio, what's up? All right. Iacesis. When did you realize you had to get the hell out of Jersey? I think after the doctor spanked me. No, I mean, I always had a vision when I was young of palm trees and tropical lifestyle eating. I just had a vision when I was young of being by palm trees and eating a pineapple with the juice dripping all over my body. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know. I couldn't explain it, but definitely when it really hit me as an adult was when I was getting my health together and I was changing my lifestyle. And when I was 350 pounds, I started changing my lifestyle by going for a walk around my community in a townhome I owned. And when I would go outside for a walk, it was an amazing experience that my mind got clarity and I felt better about life. And I said, man, walking is like, I mean, when I was young, I played sports and everything. But when I got older and I let myself go, it's just, and then like it was like a rebirth of going outside to walk. And when I would go outside to walk, I got rejuvenated. And especially in the summer when the sun, that vitamin D would hit my body. And I was researching online because I was brought up on like fast food and everything else. I was researching about food. I was researching about environment, how vitamin D helps your physical and mental health and everything. And I said, man, imagine me being in the summer all year round. Because in the winter, I still walked. I bundled up. I had all these layers on. But I wasn't as inspired as when that sun was just caressing my body. Yes. And so I said, I got to figure out how to get the hell out of here. And I started to take trips down to Florida to see if I could really, and if I did really want to live there full time. Because a lot of people, especially a lot of people try to dissuade, say, Sam, you don't want to go to Florida, too many hurricanes. You don't want to go to Florida, it's too hot in the summer. You don't want to go to Florida. Yeah. Those people, life's a complete disaster. Okay. So what do you want to do? You want to go to Florida. Believe me, you want to go. Now, you want to live an outdoor lifestyle though. You don't want to go and do nothing. So when I came here a couple times, I said, I know Florida's for me. So then I went into a 2-year transition. I sold my house first. I didn't just pack my bags. I sold my house first. I said, I'm going to live a consolidated life. I'm going to try to get an internal transfer because I've been with the same company for 10 years. And if that didn't work, I was going to look at something else, but I wanted to try that. And I waited 2 years because I wanted to do it responsibly. I know no matter where you live, you need income. I know that. So I'm not just, so that was it. And now I'm here. And what I could tell you is I made the right decision for me. Now, some people may come to Florida and not like it. What do I say? You got to do you. I can't tell you what's good for you. But what I can tell you is good for me is the Florida lifestyle. Outdoor. I was here in the middle of the summer, okay, sweating, and I loved it. I loved it. I did videos how inspired I am. I'm here in the middle of the winter. I love it, okay? You see that passion? You see that? People sitting over there on their couch, I don't know where they are. Idaho, Indiana. Are they inspired? I don't know. Maybe they are. But that's how you know. Where's your inspiration? Your inspiration is your divine compass to life. Wherever you're inspired, that's where you're supposed to be. Wherever you're miserable, get the hell out of there. Good job. Where are we at? Antonio, God bless you. God bless you also. Thank you. Antonio, what's the temp down here? Let me look. It's magical. Damn, I love Florida. It's about 75. It was 85 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm in South Florida. Now, you can be in North Florida. It's not tropical. It's cold up there. In the winter, that's why I got to be in South Florida. Good job. Marcy, do we still have red tides? No, not anymore. The cooler temperatures have caused that to dissipate. Like I say, red tide is a series of things. It's caused by natural things such as the rainy, hot season in the middle of the summer, in addition to Lake Okeechobee has man-made dams. And in the height of the summer, the hot weather is causing that algae to bloom. The rainy season gives an abundance of water to Lake Okeechobee. And because it has man-made dams, it doesn't release naturally to the south. They have man-made canals that go out to the east and west. And when they flush the Lake Okeechobee and they put the overflow into the canals and fresh water mixes with the salt water in the canals, it doesn't cause the algae. It immerse. And so, but now with the cooler temperatures and with rainy season over, then the lake levels are down. They don't need to release those overflow onto the sides of east and west, and you don't have the hotter temperatures. So that now alleviates that. So no more red tide. Good job. Bob, but they still have the water management issue that they need to resolve. So never forget that, Bob. Sam, If you were in a situation where you made an agreement with a friend to help them until they are good and you are miserable, would you leave your friend and be happy? Yeah, because a true friend wouldn't want you to be miserable. That's my opinion. And it sounds like to me there's enabling going on. I grew up around drug addicts. I understand the word of enabler. And we all need help in life. We all need help in life. But it sounds like in my opinion, I don't know the situation, but my opinion sounds like it's an enabling environment that's going on there. You have an enabling lifestyle. But what I've learned is I'm not going to pander to you. What I've learned is that an enabling lifestyle takes two to tango. Some people who enable others, they need others to be codependent on them because they're insecure, and having others depend on them actually makes them feel better about themselves. So if you're enabling others, it's a sign that you're insecure and that you are playing your part in that lifestyle continuing. Every relationship that keeps going has one thing in common. It takes two to tango. So if you have to determine this, I can't determine this. If you determine that that lifestyle is unhealthy, then you have to determine for your life to get the hell out of there. Someone, you can respect them, but you can say, look, I cannot do this any longer because it's not healthy for me. And if they are your true friend or they're your true family member, they will understand that and they will respect that. If they don't understand that, if they don't respect that, then they are not your true friend. They are not your true family member. They are a manipulator. And then you have a choice to make. Good job. Where are we at? Good job. Good job. Yeah. I'm going back to the comments because I know we froze up. This is good comments. A lot of good comments in here tonight. Damn, we on fire tonight. Antonio. Love you videos on the beach. Thank you, brother. Try to do one early sunrise if you can. I've done a bunch of them, but if I can, I will. So when I'm at work at 5 a.m., I can watch it live and put me in a good mood. Well, yeah, when I'm off, I could do that. Thank you. Ice Jesus. The friend made me change my number tomorrow, cutting him off because he thinks he's a man's man. Ice Jesus, you're a smart guy, brother. You got to keep going forward. Brew in Vegas. Shout out to Vegas. Another great live chat. Thank you, brother. Had some time fighting in Iraq and Afghanistan. Love and respect to you. Pakistan, love and respect. You don't know suffering until you pull a child who was dumped in boiling hot oil because she disobeyed her father. Love and respect. Great story. Thank you, brother. Queen, I enjoy your videos. Thank you. When is your next video? What time do they start? I don't have a planned thing. I do go live every night, sometime in the evening, usually around 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I kind of like have a free flowing. I try to upload a daily video, but I try to go live every night around 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You hit the subscribe, then you hit the bell symbol, and you select all to be notified. And I appreciate that, love. Isis, I understand hunting to each their own, buddy. To each their own, but don't glorify killing beautiful animals thinking you're Rambo. Yeah, a lot of people think they're Rambo. A lot of people think they're Rocky. Remember Eddie Murphy said a lot of people think they're Rocky, but they get beat up like that. Queen, yes, I have been hurting badly. Peace to you. Ice Jesus, are you going to live in a treehouse, Sam? No, me rolling and laughing. Oh yeah, hell no, that ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna live in my car. Watch free porn. Good job. I love karaoke. I'm not mad at that. Sing a lot of Journey. I love Journey. What was that song I liked about Journey? Well, I don't love Journey. I didn't listen to a lot of Journey. There was one song though they had that was very magical. I forgot the name of it. Queen. I like Color. And I also, I'm not mad at that. I'm doing me. Good job. People don't like it. Oh well. Queen. I totally agree with you. Keep doing you. I like that. Ice Thesis. If I leave Baltimore, I know plenty of people who will have spite towards me. Oh, well, too bad. And me to stay to appease their needs. Ice Thesis, you already know, brother. See, you're already articulating exactly what the situation is. So you don't even need me to say anything. You just articulated exactly what's going on. You know what you got to do. Good job. Air Mob. Oh, what's up, man? Hey, Sam. Hello. Do you hang out or work from the same Starbucks every day, or do you rotate? When I'm at the same campground, I kind of have a routine for that Starbucks in that area, but I'm getting ready to change campgrounds tomorrow and travel a little bit. So I'm going to have to find a new routine. That's why I'm changing tomorrow. So I have a couple days because Monday through Friday, I do like to have somewhat of a more structured routine because I have to make, it's like very important that there's certain time dedicated to work and that I structure my day because, working remote is a big responsibility and I want to do good because I want to do good in my job so I keep my job. So for me, part of doing good is structuring my day so that I have a plan on what, Starbucks and what locations I'm going to work at. So I plan to structure that for next week coming up. But so the only time I rotate is when I change campgrounds, pretty much. Tony, ISIS. You got to get out cesspool of city ASAP. Look, and everything is relative to what you want. Some people think Florida's a cesspool. I don't know who thinks that, but there's some people that do. But people who think that are at the trap houses in Florida, right? So, and believe me, there's a lot. So what I'm trying to tell you is you have to get out of whatever lifestyle that is causing it to be a cesspool. And then you have to build a lifestyle around health and well-being. And it doesn't matter the state, city, all that's like that based on what you want to do with your life, wherever it is for you, mountains, beach, whatever. But the main thing is the lifestyle. Okay. It's all those things combined that makes a well life. Linda, be you. Yes, you got it, Linda. Good job. Jacob. Hey, Sam. What have I missed since I've been here? I think I just broke it down. Good to see you, Jacob. Gleno. Black Friday was huge here in Texas. The stores literally ran out of parking. Really? Well, thank you for sharing, Luke. I said I'm about to sing karaoke tonight, and I'm going to sing the 90s pop R&B group, Snow, and hit the song Informer. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that song. Good job. Yeah. I also want you to sing Jagged Edge. What was that song that I was listening to today? What was the song? Not put a little umph in it. Addicted. Jagged Edge, Addicted. I want you to sing that too. Good job, Luke. So pump up the emoji, my brother, because I want to rock the stage. Pump it up. And microphone emoji to you. And the music emoji to you. And the turn the music up emoji. I want you to do well, brother. Good job. Bland's in the house. It's 49 degrees in my room. Damn, it's cold, but I'm not mad at that. Had the heat off for 3 days. Blanton's saving that money on the heat. But look, if you're going to be in a cold state, you might as well stay cold. Why? Because if you put the heat on, then you just feel suffocated. At least if you bundle up like a koala bear, then you feel like at least it's, you're doing something. Love and respect to Blanton and everyone in Boone, North Carolina. And everyone on college break. Luke. And I might even do Baby Got Back in a car, all lays down the front stairs to shake that rump. Luke, sounds like there's going to be some drawers, some panties getting thrown on that stage. What do I say? If I got no panties, I don't got panties, period. But I got no drawers to throw back. Why? Because I don't wear underwear. Good job. AJ, the last 4 days have been pretty chilly. What? Where? 75 degrees? Where? Not Miami. I can't take under 80. Well, 70. There's no way, because I've been right by you, brother, for the past several days, and it's been in the 80s plus. I don't know what part of Miami you're at, but AJ, love and respect. Luke, I swear one time I saw this girl. She looked like a horse and had a big old rump. Okay. Speaking of Thanksgiving, oh my God, I totally overrated. I guess it was a comfort thing you talked about. So I could just feel good about it. Was definitely bearable and it wasn't as bad as I thought. Luke, I'm glad that you had a good time. Good job. ISIS. What are your plans for the weekend? Any park visits? Yeah, I'll be walking around the beach. I will be visiting a couple new campgrounds. Every day I get into the ocean. And that's it. I walk 5 miles a day. I go to the gym every morning. I wake up by 7. I take breaks throughout the day. I have Starbucks. I have vegetarian lunch. Walk the beach. I look at bikinis. I do some videos. That's my day on my days off. I love it. Repeat that every day. ISIS. The people who say you do not do this because of XYZ do not understand because they wait until conditions. I agree with that. They wait until conditions are perfect. And the conditions are never perfect. That's right. The conditions are never perfect. If you wait for the perfect conditions, you never get anything done. The farmer who waits for the perfect condition never gets a harvest. Good job. Leno, It was 77 degrees Fahrenheit here in Fort Worth, Texas. Good job. Ice Desus. When was the last time you used a boogie board back there? That's a good question. About a month and a half ago. I love boogie boards, I might use it tomorrow, though, because I was thinking about that today. Because now that I've finally had like a couple of days off in a row, I was actually in the ocean today. And I was thinking about that. I said, because there were some surfers out there. I said, I should have my boogie board. But I didn't feel like walking back to the car to get it. So, but tomorrow I may. Just floating around like jellyfish. You are my Miss Ocean. I will be down there someday. Hopefully, Ice Thesis, you can do it. You're a very smart man. I believe in you. Ice Thesis. I asked my girl to help me paint and take a wall down. Why'd you do that? She said she would buy, and I do the work. And I said, oh yeah, she'll buy the material. You do the labor. Total disaster. And I said, yeah, okay. And we are never speaking again. Yeah, that's it. If you ever date a girl and she says she'll buy the materials, you do the labor, and she'll cook you soup as a favor, no. For me, in my opinion, get the hell out of there. Why? Because you're getting ready to basically live a whole lifestyle of the movie The Notebook. What was the movie The Notebook? A complete horror movie. If you don't believe me, go watch it. You tell me if you want your life to end like that. Good job. Leno, Ice Thesis. Did you read about the game warden that killed the entire family of baboons that propped them up like a family or Photoshop holding the rifle? No, I haven't. Jacob, hey Sam, my phone data is running low. Okay. It was good to see you. Same to you. I look forward to tomorrow. Love and respect. Love and respect back to you. Thank you, brother. Queen, we're on fire tonight. Oh, praise the Lord. Thank you. Fire emoji to you. Thank you, Queen. Luke, life is like energy. There's days, every day has its highs and lows. Just like in the ocean, there's high tide and there's low tide. Throughout the entire day, you don't always have positives. Throughout the entire life, you have ups and downs. You have high tide, you have low tide. I was thinking about that today. Like overall, like everything was going positive. Then there was like a little bit of a rut in the day. And I was like, man, this is like a low. But I have to push past it. I have to keep going forward. I have to keep putting one foot in front of the other. And then eventually another high came. But, obviously the goal in life is to have more ups and downs. The goal in any business is to make more money than you lose. The goal in anything in life is to, win more than you lose. But life has ups and downs. You're never going to avoid having no lows. So just make a mental note of that, okay? Luke says, have a good night, Sam. Same to you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate hearing you. I appreciate having you. And always mad love for you, my brother. Same to you. Love and respect, Luke. Thank you. Ice Thesis. When was the last time you were at the movies and a sporting event? Last time I was at the movies with my mom, we watched the movies Dreamgirls. I took her to see the movie Dreamgirls with Beyonce. And who was the other big girl? I don't remember. But she wanted to see that because she loves singing. That was years ago. I don't remember how many years ago that was. Last time I was at a sporting event was probably I took my godson at that time to see LeBron James when he was playing for the Heat, when he played against the New Jersey Nets, when the Nets were still in New Jersey and Newark. Those were the last two times. Ice Thesis. What is your typical Starbucks orders? I get the same thing every day. It's a small Pike coffee, black, with cold soy milk on the side, and a large Trenta ice water with extra ice. Same thing every day. And that being said, let's take a hydration break. Brought to you by Starbucks, but not really. But damn, they should cut me a check. I appreciate you guys. Give the video a thumbs up and share it. Thank you very much. Bob, what books do you read? Not much anymore. The number one book I would recommend is Who Moved My Cheese by Dr. Spencer Johnson. Of course, I read the Bible a lot. I read different books about philosophy, about everything from science to technology to electrical theory. But now, watching a YouTube video is the same thing as reading a book. Reading a book is previous generations' way of transferring information. It's a platform. A book was a platform. It was a way to transfer information. A video is a modern way of transferring information. So a video is more effective than a book because you can pause it, you can rewind it, you can just get to the part you need. A book is just an old platform. So I really don't read books anymore. To me, they're outdated. They're still helpful, but it's just the way I am. I've read plenty, though, back in the day. Queen, you have a very good taste in music. Well, thank you, Queen. Linda, is there a certain way to find a campground in South Florida for the winter? No, not really. You pretty much I mean, you could Google state parks. A lot of state parks are packed. And all I do is I Google campgrounds near me, and I Google the campground in the area that I'm going to be. And then I look for ones in a 60-mile radius. And then I got to keep it moving because you can't be in a campground for more than 14 days consecutive. And now, as it approaches December, you're not going to find a campground usually that has an open site for more than a couple days consecutive. And you're going to have to go back and forth, back and forth. There's a lot of movement. That's why a lot of people wouldn't like this lifestyle. I move a lot. And I do have a favorite part in Florida. So at some point I may buy a home base, but I'm just not there yet. But just go to the phone, go to the area you want to stay, and then Google campgrounds near me, and then go to Google's Maps and then just look. It'll put red dots in the campgrounds in that radius, and you can just zoom in and zoom out based on where you want to look in Florida. And then you can go to reserveamerica.com to reserve campgrounds for state parks, but for individual parks not owned by the state, then you have to go to their website, and you have to call them, and you have to research that. You can also go to the water management site. They have free camping if you get a license, if you get a permit online, but they're in the middle of nowhere. So you got to be mindful of that. Ice Jesus. I know this is a hard question, but what is the song that inspires you the most in Nas? Whose world is this? Well, no, it's not Whose World Is This. The most inspired Nas song that I like, he's got many. I mean, I like the song Poison on Stillmatic. I was listening to a lot of AZ today. AZ and Nas. I wish they would do an album together. They got a lot of AZ, the album classic. I was listening to that today. But I don't know why. I mean, there's a lot of Nas songs I can list off, but right now what's coming to my mind, to be honest with you, is Nas, the song. I believe the title is Poison, but it's basically like it's all poison. Ecstasy, coke, you say it's love, but it's poison. Religion misunderstood is poison. On the Stillmatic album, it's all love. Tony Gilbert, Sam, my go-to karaoke is Mr. Roboto. Can't beat it. I'm not mad at that. I don't even know what that song is, but I'm happy for you. Good job, Tony. Queen. Laugh out loud. Underwear jokes. Yeah. I try to tell you, I can make the world a better place if everyone gets rid of underwear, except I do like girls with underwear. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie. That does turn on. Like, I like wearing no underwear, but I actually do like girls that wear sexy underwear. I like it. Now, I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, but there's a lot of kids out there. I don't have any. And a lot of other people are having sex, making kids, and they get offended when I say underwear or porn. I don't know how you get offended when you're out there, it's crazy. Bob. What's up, Bob? What grinds your gears, Sam? Just assholes. And sometimes just the monotony of life. But I just what do I do to get away from what grinds my gears? I focus on what inspires my soul. And I try to be thankful. I try to, honor God in the way of being my best self, because God lives inside you. I believe in that. And I try to live the best life possible. I try to treat people right. And I just put one foot in front of the other. And I try not to focus on what grinds my gears. I try to focus on more what do I need to do to keep myself in a healthy space? Good question. Ice Jesus. I'm waiting for another car set up video, Florida style. But if you don't want to do that video, choice fine. No, well, certainly. I take mental notes of all the people that give recommendations. But ultimately, how I do my videos, I mean, I think of that. It's good that you plant a seed. But ultimately, I just feel inspired. And I just do it. I write different ideas on my phone, creativity, but there's a lot of ideas I have on my phone I never did. I kind of just go with what I feel, but I'll make a mental note of that. D, getting a bit warmer up here. Well, that's good. I'm glad. I heard it was didn't they say it was the coldest winter ever for the Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City? I went to the Thanksgiving Day Parade in New York City a couple times. It's nice, but it's a disaster. Ice Jesus. Every day while driving, I see accidents. So that's true. Definitely down in Florida, you'll see that. And driving is one of the most dangerous things you can do in society. They always remind me of how life can change in a blink of an eye. Totally true. Life is fragile, and that's totally true. Glenn O. I'm going to see a movie this weekend with Sylvester Stallone. Oh, Creed 2? The Rocky spinoff. Yeah, I think I saw Creed 1. I wasn't that impressed. I liked all the Rockies. I think now they're overdoing it, but also I have to look at it I guess it's reaching a different generation and a different time. But I don't know. For me, not my thing. I don't even really watch movies anymore. So, but look, overall, whether it's Creed or whether it's Rocky, overall, from my memory, those movies all have a positive message. So if it's positive, I'm not mad at it. Let's take a now, what you gotta do when you get your lifestyle in shape, you gotta get you. Now, what type of rag is this? This isn't like a wash rag. What this is you gotta go to the car section of Wall. This is like those magical fiber towels that you would use to wax your car, because that doesn't make your head scratchy when you wipe yourself down. I'm giving you guys a big pro tip here, like my man Shonoff would say from Oklahoma City. Got to get you like a squeegee almost towel when you live in Florida, and when you sweat like all of a sudden, or if you're a pastor and you're overweight and you're banging some side chick, you got to get, when you're sweating heavy on the pulpit, you got to get one of these magical towels from the car department in Target. Good job. A disaster out there, man. Ices. I know so many people who want to go back to industrial era. Oh yeah, but yeah, they want to make America great again, but they are unwilling to adapt because it makes them think they're way better. Yeah, like that's just part of every generation has faced that. It's just the way life is. But not all people are like that. It's just some people. Tony, yeah, Glenn, I saw them. They're not bad. Gotta torrent it later. I don't pay for movies. I'm not mad at that. Torrent. Bob, do you meditate, Sam? No, but I mean, meditation is almost like prayer. I do pray. I do talk to God, like in my own way. I struggled with that for a while, as I seeked spirituality, how to pray. I used to felt like I had to pray so many times. Of course, growing up in a Catholic church, they say you have to pray so many Hail Marys to be forgiven. And then I went to a non-denominational church, and they were all talking in tongues. Total disaster. No disrespect. So I go back, in the Bible, it says, they asked Jesus, well, how do you pray? He goes, well, you don't ramble like hypocrites, and you don't keep saying the same prayer. All you do is say the Our Father once, and you let it go, because God already knows what you want. But a lot of people, they take the scriptures way out of context. If you ever question spirituality, keep it very simple. Treat others right and love God, and God lives inside you, so treat yourself right. Good job. T-Jazz. I'm surprised Florida parks are so busy in the winter. Yeah, everybody wants to be down here. A lot of Canadians down here. You're going to see license plates from all over the country, and even Florida is the most visited state in the entire United States. It's one of the biggest tourist places in the entire world. Why? It's magical land. And not just for Disney, even though I don't go to Disney, for the entire state. State's magical, man. Good job. Jesse, hey, Jesse. Do you tell girls that you want to sleep with, that you live out of a car? Where do you bang them? Oh, I don't bang them. All I do is masturbate. Life's a lot simpler that way. That's all I do. Good job. Ice thesis. Where do you listen to your music, Spotify, and where are your favorite artists? I just use my earbuds, and I have the Spotify app, and my favorites are Sade, AZ, Nas. I've been listening to some Future, Drake, light jazz. Just the section of jazz, I just kind of circle through that. Those are like some of my top favorites. Some R&B, some Josie, some Jagged Edge. You know what I mean? Some Ghostface, some Raekwon. That's kind of like the mix. Ice-T says, Sam, First Amendment is go. Well, I'm not mad at that, but a lot of people get offended about that. Just like a lot of people got offended when Colin Kaepernick exercised his First Amendment of freedom of speech. So a lot of people get offended when I wear no underwear and talk about porn. Why? Because people are complete hypocrites. And they forget about what Israel said. They suck patriotism, brainwashing in. Good job. Yolanda, hey, Sam. I have a thing for books. I'm not mad at you. Turning pages, I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you. I listened to you tomorrow. Oh, you just got pissed at me. I'm not mad at you. I love you, Yolanda. Don't be mad because I got mad at books. I love you. Reserved. Divorce rate is around 40%. Yeah. Look, if you want to do risky things in life, open a business and get married. Those are some of the most risky things you can do. But a lot of marriages are miserable. Totally agree. What percentage of marriages do you think are fulfilling and happy for both parties? 20% or less. Just like what percentage of society is actually not living paycheck to paycheck? 20% or less. Society is basically living paycheck to paycheck. 80% of society is in unhealthy relationships. They polled Americans. What are the two things that keep you up at night? Number one was relationships. Number two was money. So 80% of society is miserable. 20% or less of society is actually happy. Ice thesis. What pieces of tech do you own? My phone and a laptop, one work, one personal. What model of Jeep Renegade do you have? 2016 Jeep Renegade Trailhawk Edition. Good job. Queen. Banging some side chick. Laugh out loud. Yeah, but now I just masturbate. Queen. I like your sense of humor. Well, thank you. That's how I got a lot of meals back in the day. Good job. Ice thesis. What are your plans for tonight? And what do you aspect to your sleep? Love you, Sam. Stay safe and warm. Well, my plans for tonight are after this live feed, I'm going to go walk around the campground for about 15, 20 minutes. Get one more walk in. Then I'm going to watch some free porn, masturbate, and go to bed. So how do I get good sleep? I wake up by 6 a.m., 7 a.m. the latest. I go for a workout after I have my coffee. Then I go for about a half-hour drive and listen to some music. Then I go out and I walk about 5 to 10 miles. Then I take a lunch break. Then I go walk another couple miles. Then I take an afternoon coffee break. Then I go walk a couple miles. I go to the beach. I go in the water. Then I do a live feed at night. Then I watch free porn. The cycle repletes. And that's how you live a good lifestyle. Good job. Bob, Beyonce or Rihanna? Neither. If I had to choose one, look, they're both falling off. Beauty fades. They're both falling off big time. Rihanna, she been hitting that turkey hard, okay? And I'm not talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And Beyonce, look, back in the day, it would have been Beyonce. But now, their time's past. Bottom line. Tony, hey, Sam, you like Coltrane? I don't really have a favorite jazz musician. I kind of just listen to light jazz. I just let them circle through different artists. I love jazz. I love saxophone. But I just like the rhythm. It's soothing to my soul. Gleno, wow. What a selection of music. I've never heard any of those artists. Well, love and respect. I'm an 80s music guy. 80s was hot. Madonna, I listen to Madonna once in a while. I think she's a great artist. I would say the only other 80s artist I listen to would be Madonna. Ice thesis. What do you think about Rick Scott or Marco Rubio? Politicians are politicians. Look, I wasn't really a big Hillary Clinton. I voted for her only because I tend to agree with more of the Democratic principles than Republicans. But I think all politicians have good and bad. So, I don't mind, fuck it. I vote when I can. I try to get involved when I can. But at the end of the day, all I can do is be the best positive, productive citizen I can be. Bob, do you think we have one life to live, or is there a spiritual life when we die? Well, I've hoped that there's a spiritual, better life after this, but I'm not going to sit here and tell you with certainty I know, because we don't know. It's by faith. But I don't try to mind fuck that. All I try to do is live the best life I can here, and God will have to take care of the rest, because I can't control that. So that I used to really think about it, but now I kind of don't, because I can't control it. So I have faith, I have hope that there is something better than this, but I can't tell you what certainly there is. But at the end of the day, even if there isn't, the best thing we can do here is just live our best life. And that's what I do. That's a lifestyle. Queen laughing. Good. It's good to laugh. That's a blessing. Yolanda, marriage equals tribulation in the flesh. Yolanda, you got to get you a preaching scarf, because you sweating right now. You on a pulpit preaching. I'm not mad at you. I love you. Ice teas. Let's take a hydration break. Good job. Ice teas. Do you ever get nervous walking at night? Sometimes I do. Well, I don't walk in bad neighborhoods anymore. I used to. Then you need to be nervous at night. But I don't put myself in that environment anymore. Why? Because I live that lifestyle, not the type of lifestyle you want to live. So, but certainly I'm in bed watching free porn by 10 o'clock. So I'm not at midnight, rolling through the forest of Florida or the bad neighborhoods of Florida. I'm sleeping like a baby thinking about the porn I just watched. Good job. Black Sheep 17. I saw a video you made about the snow. Oh, disaster. I'd love to hear more specifically what your method was with dealing with snowplows. Don't park in the street. I was going to get a winter apartment, but I think I'd rather stay outdoors. Love and respect, brother. Look, it's a disaster, but don't park in the street. Layer up, and it's going to be tough. And I got very sick last winter. I did have to spend about a week or so at a family member's house, and rent a hotel room for a couple days because I got real sick. No easy answer. All I can share with you. Best of luck to you, brother. Love and respect. Queen, where do you take a shower or bath? Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is the best thing I have. Of the Black Card membership, which means I can go to any Planet Fitness in the entire United States. I've traveled up and down the East Coast, entire East Coast of the United States. And what I can tell you is for $21.37 a month that they deduct automatically out of my checking account, it's the best money I ever spent. I got clean, state-of-the-art bathrooms. They clean them every day. Showers, that's where I shave. That's where I do all that. And they're located everywhere, at least on the East Coast, in populated areas, and I love it. Reserved. Has been working remotely been great as great as I thought? Yeah. Look, all work is work. You're never going to get around that. But it's the best work I could do for me because it allows me to live my lifestyle. That's the whole thing. That's why I work hard. It's been more stressful than my old position, to be honest with you. I'm actually, in some instances, working harder and more under some more stress because I was at my other position for like 9 years. I kind of like had it like down packed. And you know what I mean? And so I went to a whole new position in a whole new department. I mean, I kind of like knew what I needed to do and I had it kind of carried over, but there's a lot more pressure when you work remotely because you're not like when you work in an office, part of the measurement is you being in the office every day. When you work remotely, you're solely measured by your output, what you complete. I have no problem doing that because I'm a self-starter. I've always been like that. But there's stress. But the trade-off is it allows me to live the lifestyle I want, which is to live free like a bird and to roam and to mainly live in Florida. So I was willing to sacrifice for it. I knew what it was. I knew it was going to be harder, and it was a little bit harder than my previous position. But I accept that. I don't complain about it, and I try to make the most of it. And overall, it has been a blessing, and I love it, and I want to continue. But it's work, and work is always going to be work. Like, I would love to wake up and, just be totally independently wealthy. That's the only thing left on my bucket list. And then I'm just going to frolic around with no underwear on and, flirt with MILFs. But I'm going to keep it up, working remote. Good question. George. Good evening, Sam. Good evening to you. How much money can a plumber make in Florida? Well, the pay scale is lower here. So Florida is a huge state. So if you live in the middle of Florida in the country land, not much. Probably $35,000. If you lived in Jacksonville and did work in that area or Miami, probably $75,000 on average. So the range would depend on where in the state you worked, but I would say the range on average would probably be between $35,000 to $75,000. You may go a little bit higher than that. You may go a little bit lower than that, but I would say that was the range. Where do you want to position yourself in Florida for a job? Within 45 minutes of Jacksonville, within 45 minutes of Miami, within 45 minutes of Orlando, or within 45 minutes of Tampa. Those are the four major hubs that you would want to be within 45 minutes of if you moved to Florida and you were looking to get a job. Jacksonville, Miami, Orlando, and Tampa are the four major hubs in Florida. And you want to be by, that's where the population is, so that's where the money is. Wherever there's population, there's money. The reason why land is so cheap in the middle of nowhere is because there's no money. There's no people to give you to trade services. So the trade-off is when you live in a populated areas, there's a lot of commerce. Like, how many people need their plumbing fixed in the middle of a ranch? Not many. It's just cows taking shit on the ground. But when you're in Miami and everyone's in apartment buildings all the way up to the sky and they're taking shit and a plumber pipe is backed up, guess who they got to call? Mr. Rotary plumber guy service. Guess what you just made? $75,000 a year. Good job. RV. Show enough. Brother from Oklahoma City. Love and respect. At least Show enough got to say so. What's your beat off record in a day? Probably about 4 times. Then I just couldn't squeeze any more out. I managed 8 one day. That's out of control, brother. That's dangerous. When you get up that high, you're like in a trap house for porn. That's not healthy, brother. I can't co-sign that. But I understand you were younger. I respect it. Now, a lot of people get offended when we say that. But a lot of people have children. So what does that tell me? That at one time you dressed up for your divorced husband and you put on high stockings. Now, all you're doing is eating chocolate cheese, looking at me, judging me. Don't be mad. Ice thesis. Good night. Sam, love to you. Love to you also. Tonight, I'm going to fall asleep to own your videos on TV because they will inspire me for tomorrow. Ice thesis, you're a positive, smart, intelligent man. Continue to push forward in your life. Build your life around the lifestyle you want to live. Go forward, be positive. If you fall, and you will fall, I have fallen, you get back up. If you fall, you get back up. How do you recover from a huge setback? You put one foot in front of the other, you take it one day at a time, and you go forward. Good job. Bob, do you smoke weed? No, only when I was younger. I don't do any drugs. I don't smoke weed. I don't drink alcohol. I don't smoke cigarettes. I did all those things when I was younger. I started at 11. I was peer pressured into it. I quit at 7. I never looked back. I went forward. Tony, Sam, I understand you ain't mad at that right now. I'm working on my own music. I'm not mad at that. I think I may try an album. Good job. And Sam, I use chamois towel. Yeah, that's it. Working, especially on the stage. Yeah. This that preacher towel. That's what you gotta get in a car section. Good job, Bob. What turns you on about women? I don't know. It's just like a natural thing. For some people, they get turned on by lizards. I can't explain it. But for me, I just get turned on by women. I can't explain it. Just like I can't explain why Hello Kitty is a complete disaster. Just like Tretch couldn't explain, like, look, if you ain't never been to the ghetto, don't ever come to the ghetto. Why? You wouldn't understand the ghetto. So what turns me on about women? I can't explain it. Queen, do you like it at your family member's house? No, I don't. The only family member I still have contact with is really my mom. I text my sisters once in a while, and I got love for everyone. My sisters, my mother, everyone. But the only one I talk to every day is my mom. That's it. Queen, that's cool. How unique. Thank you. Bob, what drugs have you tried? Only weed. My other family members, they did harder stuff than that, and I kind of learned from that not to fuck with any of that. So only weed, alcohol, and cigarettes. But they'll kill you. The top 3 causes of preventable deaths are tobacco, number 1, alcohol, number 2, and obesity, food is a drug, number 3. It's not opioids. The top 3 killers in America have nothing to do with hard drugs. The top 3 causes of preventable deaths are tobacco, alcohol, and obesity-related diseases. Those are it. So, a lot of people think of drugs like coke, crack, but they're over there eating a fucking cheesy McStuffin muffin, and they're killing themselves. Total disaster. Well, no. What kind of work do you do, Sam? IT, information technology, capacity management. Bob, how would you control population? Oh, very easy. I would mandate all men have a vasectomy when they're born. Just like a lot of males have circumcision when they're born, all males have a vasectomy when they're born, and it doesn't get reversed till they're 25. Now, we can't leave it permanent because that's what China learned. China had a mandate that you can only have one kid per household, and that's why their population is all old and dying, and they don't have enough for the regeneration. So what I could tell you is I would have a mandate that every male born has a vasectomy, and it's reversed at the age of 25, because at the age of 25 you're a little bit more mature. Maybe we'll make that 30. We'll debate that. It's like a trade deal. We'll go back and forth and debate it and negotiate it with Congress. But poverty is linked to having kids, too many kids. It costs approximately $250,000 to raise a kid from 0 to 18. Every time you have a kid, you take a mortgage out for $250,000 for 18 years. And so you would eliminate poverty. Well, you wouldn't eliminate it, but you would make it less. And you would have for a mortgage, because a lot of times, when you're young, like Shonuff was masturbating 8 times in one day. He wasn't thinking. He was just, he was young. His hormones were racing. So you can't have that. You gotta have a mandatory vasectomy at the age when you're born, and then we'll reverse that at the age of 25. I just solved your problem. Will I beat Trump? Yeah, I could beat Trump easy. But they wouldn't put me on a ticket. Why? I'm too risky. Yolanda. Okay, I'm gone for real. Until tomorrow. Love and respect. Bob. How's the strip club in Florida? I've seen a couple, but I don't go. I'm out of that lifestyle. I don't live that lifestyle. I used to shut down strip clubs. I banged a couple strippers. What I can tell you is I don't live that lifestyle. What lifestyle do I live? I'm a straight-laced guy. I go to store. I'm in bed by 10 o'clock. Strip club doesn't get popping until midnight, man. I don't live that lifestyle anymore. Good job. Reserved. If you were approached by a professional headhunter, what would you have to offer? What would they have to offer you to have to work in an office settling again? Well, if I didn't have a job, then it would be negotiable. But right now, unless the office was in Florida, it would have to be $200,000 and up. But if it was if the office wasn't in Florida and they weren't going to give me above $200,000, I wouldn't take it. Queen, yummy chocolate and cheese. Yeah, total disaster. Milano, shout out to Miami. What's up, Milano? Nice weather in Florida. It's magical, Milano. Let's take a hydration break. Milano, I love you, brother. I love you. Love and respect too to Emilio. I hope you're going forward. Yolanda, What did you say, chocolate and cheese? Oh, yeah, I know. See, the women love that. All you got to do is not judge women for chocolate and cheese, and you can have a little bit of a gut. It's a complete disaster. Ice thesis. What's your favorite porn star? I don't have a favorite porn star. There was one I was watching recently. What's her name? Damn, what was her name? Molly Jane. I was looking at Molly Jane recently. But it all depends what mood I'm in. Like, one night I'm in the mood for Asian, next night I'm in the mood for Pakistani. It could be anything. It's like, going to a buffet. Like, it all depends where I'm in the mood. And that's what I like. No commitment, maximum pleasure. Good job. Tom. Hey, Sam. Just checking in. Hey, what's up, Tom? Good to see you, brother. I appreciate you, Tom. I appreciate you. Can't stay long. Headed back to Boom. Into more love and respect to you and everyone in Boom. Good job, George. That answered my question. No problem. Love those videos of Florida. Thank you. You share with us. Thank you. Makes me Connecticut. Yeah, get the hell out of there. Now, what I can tell you is Connecticut used to be a tax haven for all the hedge firms because they had a certain tax loophole. But that's kind of like now it's kind of in Florida. There's a lot of hedge firms down here in Florida. Good job, James. Sam, baby, how much would a stripper charge to give you some extra services, if you know what I mean, brother? Well, it all depends how smooth your game is, brother. But let me tell you something. It's a capitalist society, so strippers gotta make a living too. It all depends what strip club you're in, how she looks, what's your game like. Do you know her? Did you build a relationship? If you don't know her from anywhere and it's the first night, you're gonna pay more. If you built a relationship over time, it's gonna be different. If you go to a low class strip club, like we used to go to a gentleman's club in Newark, New Jersey, after hours, and you basically ask for $25. But let me tell you something. You might get shot coming out of that spot. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy. But, you went to it all depends where you go and what you're doing and what environment you're at and what time of night. Lifestyle could be completely different, all right? Big Al, what's up, brother? In your world, if males can have a kid at 25, would the female age be the same at 25? Well, females, their age is like 27 to 35. That's when they want to have kids. Right now, girls don't want to have kids at 25 yet because they want to make the most of their best body years. The woman peaks, her body peaks at 25. So at 25, she gets out of college. She's really looking, after she, depending on how she wants to settle her career, she's looking to trap a man at her best peak years. Then she gets the man, not all, some, and the man fall for it because he got his hormones pumping, and they pump out a couple kids, and then she gets a divorce. I don't know. Look, I can't judge that. I don't want to say that. All I can say is everyone should do whatever they want. James, my brother Sam, likes his variety. Oh, I do. I love my variety. And I like no commitment. On the laughing good. Reserved. Were you a good boyfriend? Yeah, no, I treat all women, and all my relationships ended positive. Like, there was never like a bad ending. They ended in a disaster, but not because like we got in a huge fight or there was like disrespect. So, but like I never got into like we're gonna be friends. Like, we're still cool. Like, we're not enemies, but we're not friends. But they all ended in a disaster. Whether I got my heart broke or they got their heart broke, disaster. But yeah, there was like I treat people right. So I'm joking around now, so I'm careful. Like, I know some people will take me out of contact. It's all love. Like, every girl I ever knew, it's all love and it's respect. And it was always back too, for the most part, even though it ended in a disaster. Reserved. Are you hated by your exes? Nope, I'm not hated by anybody. Except people on YouTube that don't know me and they get mad at me for saying I wear underwear and watch free porn. I don't wear underwear and watch free porn. Tom Hanks, Molly Jane. I have to remember that one. Yeah, be careful, brother. Queen, can you please do a video on people with disabilities? I'll make a mental note. Thank you. Ice Thesis. What? The worst thing that you have ever happened to you, and how do you learn from it? The worst thing that ever happened to me, it could be getting your heart broke. It could be, losing money. The worst thing, though, I would say the top three things: dealing with death, my dog dying, getting my heart broken, and losing money. Those are the top three things. Life is ups and downs, pain and blessing, joy and pain. What? Sunshine and rain, joy and pain. Somebody said something like that. T-Jazz. Would you buy one of those interactive life? Not too much maintenance. Dolls, not too much maintenance. Why? Just to give myself a hand job. They're making these days. Yeah, not too much maintenance, too much cost. Why do that? You might as well buy a house then too to put her in. No, total disaster. I'll just use my hand and watch free porn. Good job, James. All of your clubs in Dallas. Thanks for the advice, baby. Yeah, Dallas strip clubs, total disaster. But I lived that life, and what I could tell you, lifestyle's total disaster. Milano, Solid Gold, Florida. Milano knows. Milano almost got his whole life destroyed though by some hot Colombian girl. So Milano, stay the hell out of Solid Gold, brother. James, Sam, would you still consider 26, 27, 25 kids? Everyone should do whatever they want. In my opinion, if I'm the president, everyone's getting a vasectomy. I'll get it reversed for everyone at 25. Then they're on their own. They do whatever they want. Because again, this is a free market capitalist society. Bob, would you bang a vampire woman or subcost woman? No, I'm not into like that dark goth, crazy looking stuff. Like as far as like the porn. But if they want to do them, they should, because there's a lot of people out there doing that. I'm not. Bob, what Netflix show do you watch? I don't have Netflix. I don't watch anything. All I watch is a little bit of YouTube and free porn. That's it. Everything else is like I watch my own life. Sometimes I say, damn, I'm living a movie. And that's why I make movies. Good job. Leno. Good night, Sam, and everyone. Love and respect. Bob, have you ever had a threesome? I've been in orgy situations. Love and respect. All right, let's end it on that. That was positive. And I did the best I could. Peace and love. All right, stay positive. And that's all I can say. Watch the lifestyle you live because that's going to determine a lot. And a lifestyle is 365. Love respect. I see. What's the worst Hello Kitty girl or a dark well, dark goth not going to suck me in because I'm not into that. The Hello Kitty sucked me in and then it was a complete disaster. Then it turned into dark goth. Do you like Japanese women? Oh, I love Asian women. I love Japanese. I love a lot of women, but Japanese women, yeah, I like them. I like that movie, Last Samurai. Very exciting. All right, you guys are gonna get me off track now. You guys want to still go talk about free porn? What are you guys doing? It's a disaster out there. All right, guys, stay positive. Stay positive. Jeez, I'm drinking prune juice right now. You better not have underwear on, brother, because let me tell you something. It's about to be a disaster out there. Good job. Queen, good night. See you tomorrow. Just wanted to say it before the video's over. Well, thank you. We got into extended hours right now. This is the after hour. This is the after hour strip club. This is where it really gets popping. Now, like everyone, like the regulars have left, and now it's the after hour strip club, and now it gets popping. Wow, let's keep going. Well, let's do it, man. Make it rain, man. Super chat that, man. Tony, Hello Kitty, by far, I already told you story. Well, you already know. Sure enough. Do you know about Chartabat? No, I don't know about that. Queen's still here. All right. It's the after hour spot. I don't know about that, brother. It's a disaster. That's all I know. Yolanda, woo! Yolanda ready to get it popping. Yolanda been ready to get it popping. I'm not mad at you. I thought you were coloring. Who said they were coloring? That was Queen. Queen was coloring. I don't know if she was coloring or what she was doing. James, Sam, you a stud, baby. Well, I appreciate that. Love and respect. Thank you. Take a compliment where you can get one. Why? Because this world gonna tear you down. King Genius, Polk County's in the house. A lot of laughing, good, and sunglass face, good, and magical palm trees. Do palm trees make life better? Yeah, in my opinion. But you should do whatever you want. Some people like the mountains better. What lifestyle do you want to live? Do you want to be a cowboy riding the mountains? Or, do you want to be a MILF chaser in Palm Beach? I'll take MILF chasing. Good job. All right, I think it's over. It's a disaster out there, guys. Come on. All right, it's over. Peace and love. Stay positive, and that's it.